Hi, we're Seth and Deanna Dellinger, and we're really no one special. We're just parents who want what's best for our family.
So it all started when my sister-in-law told me that the company that makes the body wash our daughter was using was recently sued for containing formaldehyde. And after some digging, I found that actually all of our personal care products were full of toxic chemicals.
By now, you've probably heard that products that are labeled natural, green, or even organic can still contain toxic chemicals.
We are determined to break that cycle. And with chronic illness on the rise, we just want to give our family truly toxin-free options and take a more proactive approach. And we're just excited to share with you what we've learned through our research and personal experiences.
We had no idea that the European Union had banned over 1,300 chemicals because of their hazardous effects to our health. But the FDA has only banned 11, so it's hard to know what we're getting. We also didn't know the FDA doesn't require all the ingredients to be listed on the label.
Our skin is our body's largest organ and first line of defense. Recently, ABC News reported the average American woman puts 168 chemicals on her body each day, and men use an average of 85 chemicals. It only takes 26 seconds for the chemicals in our personal care products to enter our bloodstream. In a recent Fox News report, Dr. Jody Krakowski said, "Oftentimes you can just look at the products people are using and find that as a link to disease." Also, toxic synthetic chemicals are highly fat soluble, and when our bodies are exposed to those chemicals, they create fat tissue as a storehouse for those toxins that cannot be processed and eliminated from the body easily.
Let's take a look at some of those chemicals commonly found in personal care products and cleaners, and see what score a third-party, non-profit environmental working organization gives them. The higher the score, the worse the chemical. Feel free to visit ewg.org anytime and see for yourself.
First, I4-dioxane. Typically, this chemical is found in supposedly natural and organic shampoos, body washes, and lotions. As you can see, the EWG gives this chemical an 8 out of 10 for safety. I4-dioxane is toxic to the kidneys, the respiratory system, and is a water contaminant.
A few years ago, the Organic Consumers Association did a study on hundreds of products and found the health food store companies here contained I4-dioxane. So we learned just because something says it's natural, green, or even organic, unfortunately doesn't mean it's safe.
Something we found in almost every personal care product we had were sulfates. Many products containing sulfates have high levels of I4-dioxane. All three forms of sulfates are damaging to the skin and eyes. Sulfates also break down the skin's protective barrier, which drives chemicals deeper into the body. On top of that, when we take a hot bath or shower, our pores are open and drinking in that much more. Sulfates are also toxic to the brain, heart, liver, and are known to cause DNA mutation and even cancer. Sulfates are banned in Europe and Central America, but here in the US you'll find them in shampoos, conditioners, soaps, cleansers, and toothpaste.
Most people have heard of parabens, and they are bad news. They've been found in extracted cancerous tumors, meaning they've actually been taken up by these tumors. Because some companies are quote-unquote listening to consumers, you might not find parabens in more expensive brands since people are waking up to the dangers. However, in many cases, parabens are just switched out for another toxic chemical. Parabens are endocrine disruptors that mimic estrogen and interfere with the reproductive, immune, and nervous systems. Parabens are typically found in deodorants and antiperspirants, shampoos and conditioners, spray tan lotions, sunscreens, makeup and other cosmetics, pharmaceutical drugs, and other products. Parabens are banned in Europe. As you can see, there are several ways parabens can be listed on the label, and the toxicity ranges from a 4 to a 7.
Another concerning chemical is phthalates. Phthalates are carcinogens linked to birth defects, lowered sperm count, lung, liver, and kidney function issues, and reproductive organ damage. Phthalates are also endocrine disruptors linked to early puberty in girls. Phthalates are typically found in plastic materials, toys, food packaging, household cleaners, and personal care products such as nail polish, hairspray, lipstick, nail polish remover, shampoo, perfume, lubricants and adhesives, detergents, and even in our tap water. Phthalates are often not found on the ingredient list, but are instead included in the term fragrance. Phthalates are banned in Europe as well as 3 U.S. states.
Fragrance is often referred to as unregulated toxins. The Cancer Prevention Coalition has been warning for years now that fragrance can cause cancer and fetal, hormone, and reproductive problems. Fragrance ingredients are not required to be listed on the label, but if you do see fragrance and it doesn't say where the fragrance comes from, that's not good. That means they're claiming the fragrance formula is a trade secret. In other words, they don't want to tell you what it is. Fragrance is an umbrella that can include any number of toxins. Fragrance is found in soaps, cleaners, detergents, lotions, shampoos, perfumes, and air fresheners. Since the average home is 7 to 10 times more toxic than the air outside, and the average person spends much of their time indoors, air quality is important. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, poor air quality can cause many short-term and long-term health problems. Children and the elderly are particularly at risk.
The Environmental Protection Agency also warns the harmful chemicals we apply to our skin are much more toxic and pose a greater health risk than even consuming them. So since the FDA exercises very little regulation of the cosmetic industry and many so-called natural, green, and eco-friendly companies use questionable ingredients, what can we do? Let's face it, this world is unfortunately toxic, but there are some super simple choices we've made that have caused a dramatic difference in our family's health. We're not here to spread doom and gloom. We're here to tell you there's hope.